dedicating a large area that grows cattle and mulch, so that people who are doing small-scale backyard gardening will have a place to come to get mulch.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have your mulch, you're like, what are you going to do?
Yeah, that's the other thing I found. A lot of us go to the dump to get this mulch. Yeah. But if you can grow wonderful, healthy mulch with natural farming inputs, you know where it's coming from. And yeah. And so I know our time is almost up, and so I wanted to, just today, I found out some really good news, and when you talk about the kanaka garden just for a couple minutes.
Wow, okay, be careful. As you guys know, if you plant a little baby plant, and I've learned, if you just, oh my God, I just want to give it everything, and you kill it, you make it sick if you give it too much nutrients. And so a good idea, something that is gifted by Akua to you, you have to be careful that we don't grow too fast, that we nurture it with love, unconditional love, but we do it carefully, and we observe, and we watch, and we listen, and we oponopono where we are called to. And we are always called to oponopono. And I want to say to all of you and to those who are also not here that the work we have done to plant kalo in the name of the Hawaiian nation in front of the statue, we were there about a year ago, September 11, 2012. We were there for 8 months with no incident and a lot of great camaraderie. Making friends with the DLNR officers and the tour guide people and everything, and we learned a lot. However, it was unfortunate that the 50th anniversary of the Merry Monarch Parade was coming, and the governor got word that Uncle Abel was living there, and other people were living there, and we love Uncle Abel, and he really planted a lot and did a lot of great things in the garden. But as some of you might know, 48 hours before the parade, a raid came at 4 o'clock in the morning, and 11 of my friends were arrested. I was not arrested, I was at home. And so a lot of great work was literally torn out and bulldozed. And we came back a month later and we replanted. And there's a great video showing 200 people replanting to music and food. And it was a great celebration, and people of all races, not just kanaka, because as Dave says, kanaka means true human. It's not cocoa blood only. It's really true human. And we are all brothers and sisters. And I've learned not to pull out the sword of the true political status of Hawaii and just start chopping government officials up. It's very counterproductive. But on the positive side, it did get some attention by the head of the DLNR. And Willem Isla, he does have cocoa blood. But sometimes when you look at his policies, you wonder, you know. But he did have a conversation with Russell Rotterman from Puna. And he did say, you know what, if Kanaka Garden wants to do another organic garden, we're not asking them to surrender the truth of the true political status of Hawaii. And I don't want Hawaiian Kingdom overnight, because like a plant, you get, you know, if we were free all of a sudden and the United States were to say, okay, you're on your own, we probably would destroy ourselves with all that. We're not ready. But to become ready, we have to grow food. We have to work with each other. We have to ho'oponopono. And I humbly offer this community, because you folks are leaders in working with nature, in having your values and priorities and your life energy and alignment with my own. And I offer this because Isla says, well, we're going to give you some land. How much you need? What do you need? Just don't do it in front of the statue again. And so I said, okay, what do you got in mind? And the word has come out. And I offer this to the whole community. And I believe the Hawaii Natural Farmers is a great place to bring the people together, because it serves in such diversity. in such aloha, and with a lot of expertise from a lot of different places. So I humbly bring this, that there's about 7 acres on the side of and behind Cafe 100. It's adjacent to the river, and Isla and Russell Rudderman are waiting for a proposal. It's going to take a while for a specific proposal to happen, but I'm so glad that I can report to them that the wheels are turning, so that specific proposals to build, hopefully, one of the many research and education centers, the one in Hilo Town maybe, if it's meant to be there. And I've got artists and musicians that have expressed a lot of interest too. So people, even though they're past, we might have banged heads. And maybe one day I'll ho'oponopono with the governor. I hope, I look forward to that. But I will not surrender what I know to be important and to be true about the true political status of Hawaii, because I think ultimately we will need home rule. And Michael said that we can go and we can change government policy, and that's true. But we're losing America right now. If the Trans-Pacific Partnership passes, I don't know if we'll have the ability to lobby Billy Kanoy or anybody locally to sign anything for us, because they'll say we have treaty agreements with the Trans-Pacific Partnership that we are not able to control anymore. And so this is a nightmare scenario that is occurring. However, without addressing that political side, and I am sensitive to that, if we can start growing food and healing our relationships with the earth and each other, I think we'll have the spiritual leverage and the economic capacity to really say we can do this on our own and mean it and actually prove it. And so in the short time that I think we're gifted that we have, I wanted to offer it to all of you and say that if you have thoughts, this sign-up sheet and these conversations, that's 7 acres. Clive talked about bigger acreage that he's ready to tackle. I will tell you right now, there's 29 acres at Maku'u Market that I've been nurturing a real simple relationship with Auntie Paula over there. And she is hoping that the Hawaii natural farmers come to her and say, how do we educate the 1,000 people that show up there every Sunday about the next step for our sustainability? So Auntie Paula is also waiting if you folks have a plan. And I thought, there's a lot of rock. You guys know what that land is like. But there's also a lot of people that show up, similar to Kalapana, the Ava Bar. So Auntie Paula's waiting too. So a gentleman named Gerald Mauhili, who has almost 100 acres near Akaka Falls. And although he's Cocoa Blood Hawaiian and it's Hawaiian homelands, he's opened up. People are opening up their hearts and trying to figure out a way how best to utilize their God-given talents and resources. And so thank you all for what you've done. I don't know you all, but I know you're on the right path, and we're on the right path together. And so, we'll journey together and we'll see how it all goes.